hey, we're not gonna have a proper good intro. But anyway, this is the first video in the series of videos following, I guess, the production of my very first ever super cheap, super low budget feature film. Hopefully this series of videos doesn't turn out to be super embarrassing when the movie comes out and it turns out to be really bad, which most likely it will be because it's my first ever movie I'm gonna make and I have no budget and I have no money and I have one volunteer actress. More than likely the movie won't be the best thing ever, and I know it won't be the best thing ever, but if I was to say this, my first movie has to be the best thing ever, it has to be amazing, it has to like knock everybody's socks off and all this shadazzle stuff, I would probably be way too fucking intimidated to even start. I'd say I'm not ready yet. I'd say I have to get way more experience, which is good, but at the same time it just delay and give me excuses to procrastinate, and I don't want any excuses to procrastinate. I just want to do things. So instead I'm making this movie with the intent that yeah, it's probably going to be terrible, but it's the first one, and all first things are terrible. My first ever videos and short films I've ever done, they're all pretty fucking shitty. But anyway, in this video, what are we going to cover? I made an outline. This one's not going to be super technical. I'm not going to talk about my writing process or any of that. This one's going to be more of a just introductory type thing, in case you've never seen any of my short films, which I doubt you have because I haven't made that many. I wish I would have made more, but I haven't. My first ever actual edit was like Sonic the Hedgehog, a fan-made Sonic the Hedgehog music video. Eventually, I got into animation, and then I got into, visual effects. From there, I started making short films with my brothers, and then in high school, I started making more short films with my friends. I wouldn't say from one video to the next the quality dramatically improved, but it did improve, and you can tell, like, if you go back to my first videos and watch my most recent ones, I have gone a lot better. I didn't make as many short films that I wanted to. I have a ton of unfinished scripts. I have a ton of videos I started that I never got around to finishing. But the ones I have made, I'm pretty proud of. Even the terrible ones, even the bad ones, just because I know, while I'm making them, they're bad. But I know me and my friends were having a pretty fun time making them. I decided that, yeah, this filmmaking thing, this editing, this directing, this making movies, this having an idea or writing it down and being able to like put it on screen is something I really fucking enjoy, and it's what I want to do. I want to make movies. I want to be a filmmaker, and that's when I decided, yeah, this is my career goal. I want to do this. I'm going to do this, and now we're here. Now I'm in I just finished my second year of community college because, yeah, we don't have money to go to university right away, and I'm not fucking going into debt. I've already decided to be a filmmaker, and artists make no money. Imagine if I was an artist with a ton of student loan debt, I would fucking kill myself. We are not going down that rabbit hole. Anyway, just finished my second year of community college. I did get accepted into University of Texas at Austin into their radio, television, film program. That's happening, which I'm really excited about. Now we're getting into topic 2 of this outline, which is why am I making this movie? Basically, I really want to become a filmmaker. That's my goal. I'm super insecure about it. I'm super not super confident in it. When I look back on my videos, I know I've improved a lot. I know I've developed a decent skill set, not, great, but I have an okay skill set, but I still don't think I'm great. I still don't think I'm good enough. And now that I'm going to a film school, I'm really excited and happy about that. But in the back of my head, I have this knowledge that, like, everyone going to film school also wants to be a filmmaker. Once I'm there, I'm just going to be another wannabe filmmaker. I'm transferring as a junior, so once I'm there, it's not like the other students are going to look at me as a freshman. I'm going to be seen as a junior, and if I don't know, I guess I have an insecurity of like them looking at me like, oh, he's just another guy with a dream. What has he done? Oh, a couple of little amateur YouTube videos. That's it. Yeah, he's not succeeding. He's not going anywhere, and I know I shouldn't. I don't really care what they think of me. I don't really care whether they think I'll succeed or not, because it's really up to me. But it's my own insecurities that I care about, and if that makes sense, I know I shouldn't care, but at the same time, I know part of me is super insecure about it. And this making this feature film before I go over there gives me the idea that like once I'm there, I can say that, oh yeah, I have made a movie, and it's not really for proving to them that I'm good enough. It's really to prove to myself and my own insecurities that yeah, you are fucking capable of this. You can do this. You are not worthless. It's really proving to myself that I can do this, and that's what this movie really is about. It's not really to make a bunch of money. It's not to tell everyone that, hey, look, I'm a filmmaker. It's not to prove to the other film school students that, hey, I am a filmmaker. It's not really, it's not really for anyone else other than myself. It's to prove to me that I can do this. You know you can do this. Now, keep on the journey that you're on. Don't fall off of it. And if you're ever tempted to, just remind yourself that you did this. And that's kind of what it's about. I don't know if that made sense to anybody watching this. It's probably confusing. I ramble a lot. Hopefully, I made myself clear enough to where you could understand it. But yeah, that's really the purpose of why I wanted to make this. Now, the inspiration for the movie, I've always been a really sci-fi alien fucking nerd. I've always liked the feel of like those cheesy 1950s like sci-fi alien movies. Not strictly just those movies, but I've always liked the look of them. I actually own two black and white. Really, well, technically, I have Psycho. I never watched it. It's been on my watch list. Haven't got around to it. I know I need to. I know it's one of those movies that everyone should have seen. I haven't. I'm going to get to it eventually, but I haven't. But these two movies I have seen, and I really, really fucking love them. This is the original 1933 King Kong. It's pretty cool. The original 1954 Godzilla. I think I got that date right. Pretty sure I got it right. If not, I mean, don't correct me. When I watched them, I thought it was going to be like, oh, this is cool, you're watching it for film history, but it's not really going to be that great of a movie. But it was just amazing. The look, the stop motion scenes for the King Kong movie, I just couldn't take my eyes off of it. It had me more, enamored and brainwashed than modern CGI movies. Because I knew they didn't have CG back then, and I knew all the, the gorilla fighting a T-Rex did not look real at all. But it just looks so freaking interesting and weird and unique, and I was looking at it like a magic show. Like you watch a magic show and you're like, how did this magician do this trick? You're trying to figure it out, and that's half the fun. And that was me watching those scenes in King Kong. Like, how did they do this? Like, I know it's stop motion, but like, how did they do that while also having, the main actors like right there in this one corner of the screen? Like, how did they frame that shot with the stop motion of this gorilla? Wasn't that filmed at a separate scene? How did they cut these two clips together? It was like watching a magician do a magic show. But yeah, I really love those two movies. And so when I was thinking about what would my first movie be if it was super, super low budget, super, super cheap, and that you can do. And since I basically got into filmmaking with visual effects, that's one of the first things I learned. I'm not great at it. I'm still learning. That's when I got the idea. Well, those movies don't look realistic. They're super fake and cheesy, but they're great movies, at least to me. They're great movies now. So I was thinking, why not just do something like that? Just do a black and white sci-fi movie, because that's the type of shit you love. That's the type of shit you like to make. And because I know how to do effects, I know I can do this. I won't have to spend a bunch of money for those scenes. Once I started brainstorming, okay, black and white 1950s sci-fi monster movie. Okay, what should it be about? Well, obviously aliens. Last year I actually had a whole, I didn't write anything down, but I had a whole plot in my head. That whole entire plot basically got thrown away because it was super not complex. The story was super complicated and pretentious and way too many metaphors and just too many things going on that I knew I wasn't capable of. Which is funny because as I was thinking about it, I was like, okay, let's try to make it simple. Let's try to make it something you can film. And that ended up being something super pretentious and complicated, and just I knew that for our first film it was going to end up horribly. I started writing another version of it in April, and I made it super simple. It was just a basic B movie alien invasion type thing. Hardly applauded. And then a week or two into writing it, I hated it. I just didn't like it. I stopped. I was like, okay, I don't want to make something that I'm not really happy with. Now I have this current version, which is kind of an in-between. It's simple, and the scenes and the plot is simple enough, but it has a theme now. It has metaphors now. It has ideas that I really like, that I think are impactful. It's not just dumb, no plot, turn your brain off. I think there's substance there while being simple enough to where I can film it, and I think I can pull it off enough. My idea for this current version is for it to basically feel like a feature-long episode of The Twilight Zone. The original black and white Twilight Zone, not the new one. I haven't seen the new one. My version of it is not going to be anywhere near as good as a feature-long version of it made by the original creators. This is my attempt at doing a feature-long version of a Twilight Zone episode. It's not going to be as good as their version. It's just going to be me attempting it. But that's my goal with this. That's my goal with the plot, is just make it feel like that, while also inserting some of my type of ideas, and then ending it with a climactic 1950s action B movie finale, climax scene, battle, whatever. I was gonna go into detail about the plot, but I don't know if I should, because if any of you watching this right now end up watching that movie when I finish it, I don't want you to watch it knowing everything about it already. Even if there is no big major plot twist, it's still not that fun knowing every little thing about a movie when you watch it. I mean, I want there to be some surprise to it. So maybe, I don't know, I'm probably not going to go super into detail about the entire plot of it, because then that takes away a lot of the fun, if anybody ever watches it. The original schedule and plan for this movie for 2019 was to make a short film every month, and then in May I was going to start the script, and then June, July, August I was going to film it, and I would edit it as we filmed it, and then edit it after, once I transferred to UT, and finish it in time to submit it to any film festivals if I think it's good enough by, November. As of right now, I'm finishing up Caravan of Aliens, which we filmed in January. We didn't have time to film anything else any of the other months, so that plan is fucked. That plan is fucked. Things don't really go according to plan. I don't think I'm going to be able to just start writing and coming up with ideas and finishing a script in 1 month. So instead, I started in April, at the very beginning of April. And I was right. I'm still not done with the script, and it's almost the end of May. But I have basically the entire plot planned out. I just need to finish the script itself. Since I'm probably not going to change the script all that much if I don't finish it by the end of May, I'm going to film as we finish the script. That's probably a horrible idea, but then again, I'm not making this to make any money because I know I'm not going to make any money. This is just an experiment, first attempt at making a movie. I have nothing to lose if this turns out horribly, so I'm comfortable with filming it without having finished the script, because if it's horrible, nothing really happens. It won't affect me. So that's part of what I want to do this now. I mean, I hope it turns out good. I'm gonna put all my effort into it to make it as good as possible. I want it to be the best thing I've done so far, so that anything that comes after it is even better. But it's probably not gonna be that great. I'm hoping it is. We'll see. I'm gonna try my best. If I keep my expectations low, I might be happy with the result. I'm like halfway done with the script. I have the entire rest of the plot planned out. I just have to finish the script. I'm halfway done with it. I'm gonna finish it, and then we're gonna try to film it, during the summer before I transfer. Try to film all of it. The thing with that is, I work full time. My lead actress works full time, and whoever I can get as volunteer actors for individual scenes, I'm gonna have to plan around our schedules to see when we're all free at the exact same time, and at what time of the day are we free, and how long is it going to take us to film this, and drawing out any costumes, getting props, storyboarding. I have to get actors, get locations, make sure those locations are available on the days that we're available to film. It's going to be a lot of planning, a lot of scheduling that's going to go into this. But so far, that's our goal, to be able to film everything within this summer, which you think, 3 months, that's a whole lot of time. I work full-time during the week. She has a different schedule than me, and we're not both free at the exact same time. So we have to plan around that, find out when we are available to be able to film this, and when any other extras that we need are also available to be able to film this. Realistically, we have maybe not that many days. We don't have that many days, especially for any scenes that take place in the daytime. Since I work during the day, if we film in the evening, it's already too late to be able to film those scenes. So for those, we'd have to film it early in the day, which would be a day that we both don't work. So it's not like we can film after work. There's a couple scenes that we could, but any scenes that take place during the day, which is ideal because it's during the day, we have the sun, free lighting, free super bright lighting, which is the goal for this type of cheap, low budget stuff. Yeah, finding weekends that we're both available is gonna be hard, but we're gonna try to do. And also, hopefully a weekend that anybody else that's gonna be acting in it is also available. Maybe if we don't film during an evening and I have prepared for everything else and I have nothing to film or edit, I'm gonna work on visual effects shot. While we're gonna be making this during summer, I'm gonna be doing these production videos bi-weekly. We also do a podcast called Existential Young Adults. So if you listen to podcasts, you should check that out. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff going on this summer. Super busy. We're always super busy. And we don't have time for any of it, yet somehow I'm gonna do all of it. So, yeah. I don't know what else to say here. That's pretty much it for this video. That's it for this video. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna be talking about in the next video, but you'll find out whenever I upload that video. I don't know when I'm uploading this one. I kind of pre-recorded this ahead just because I have free time. But yeah, that's it for this one. Hope it was entertaining enough even through all my rambling. This is the first time I ever made a video like this. So yeah, thanks for watching, and let's pray to God that this movie turns out decent.